Hi there, name's Nico, and welcome back to my playthrough of Citizen Sleeper 2. Yes, we are at a new place now because the last place we were at went kabooey. So, we need to and we ended up going unconscious and a lot has kind of happened. Hopefully you've watched the last part. I don't know why you'd be here if you didn't watch the last part. Ooh, I have more points available. I'm gonna do -1 stress on positive outcomes. Okay. So, let's just check out some of the new places we have. So, help the residents. Underhang residents couldn't afford to rent further up, so they came here to build their own units. They're always in need of repair work. Wander the underhang. The underhang grew organically, unit after unit built onto each other by refugees and new residents. This makes it a tough place to explore. The life beneath. Many residents of the fair spindle live in the ramshackle underhang. It's not an easy place to learn to navigate, okay? What else do we have? Bliss's Bay. The rig is mostly patched up, but Bliss wants a few more cycles to run a few tweaks and final diagnosis. Spindle, what is this? Spindle core. The core of the spindle is where crews and freelancers mix, travelers rest and resupply, and business gets done. Explore the core from the wide trans-tunnels to labyrinthine corridors. All the passages of the spindle seem to pass through the core. Chat to the crews. Spacer crews are a constant presence in the core. If you want tips on crew and contract, you might as well ask them. And the Pinnacle Docks. Pinnacle Explorer. The Pinnacle Docks are vast and filled with freight haulers and stevedores. This is not an easy place to wander. You said that about one of the other places. Roam the docks. Looking around the Pinnacle Docks without getting into someone's way is hard. It takes fortitude to explore among the chaos. Study the manifest. With so much freight flying around, it seems safer to cozy up with a terminal and study manifest to learn the place. Okay, well, good thing is we have all our energy, but we need to fix our dice. That's the main thing. We have all our supplies and stuff. I don't think we can fix the dice yet. I think we have to wait until we unlock the thing. I think that's what it said in the settings guide. Glitched dice. Dice health here. Each dice has dice health once depleted. A dice will break and must be repaired. On the safe difficulty, no, we don't have safe. I'm on normal difficulty. When at the hub, you can repair dice at the rig workshop once unlocked. Okay, so we don't have the hub, I don't think. So I don't think I can do that yet. So let's just explore around. Of course, we'll only have a few dice. We are an engineer. Oh, sorry. I clicked the wrong button there. Okay, we have engineering 2 and interface Intuit 1. So this is engineer, isn't it? Yeah, here. Help the residents. Okay. Nice. 20% positive, 80% negative, really? Even the engineering bonus. Why? New location discovered. Okay, Spindle's Edge. Sealing shift. Most of the far spindle workers don't like going out to seal up the new units, so they leave that tiring and dangerous work for outsiders. I see. And earn a meal. Nimba's kitchen serves those that can't afford work, or they can't work in the underhang, but able-bodied visitors like you have to work a kitchen shift to get to eat. It says it's safe. What does it mean? Oh, we got a positive outcome. We got negative outcome plus energy. Okay. We have no dice, so I guess we just go back to sleep. Achievement, got a positive outcome of a glitched dice. Whatever happens, happens. Well, it's a 20% chance. We just, you know, got it on the first try. Easy. Got one glitched dice today. Okay, let's, this is safe. It's 50-50. Negative outcome. We still got energy, but we didn't press Neva. It's okay. Okay, there we go. We got maxed this out. New location discovered. Ooh, Trapper ship. Trap ship. The scrappers know their business, but they often have sorting and processing work for those who can spot corroded trash from valuable scrap. And that's us. We can process raw scrap. Trappers process your scrap in bulk, pay you for the off cup, and return you the processed plate. It's not a bad deal. Buy scrap components. So you can buy them, but it says the scrap components are bundled up in nets, most of them corroded beyond use. But with a careful eye, some good ones can be picked out. Interesting, interesting. Okay, so we can do this one. 25, 50, 25. Okay, we got neutral, which is fine. Then again, we'll use the safe one on this place. Because if we get a negative outcome, it just means we get energy. Oh, we got... Nice. Okay, we did get a positive outcome. And that is... just in cycle. I don't want to do anything risky with the glitch dice. Oh, you awake to the sound of blaring proximity alarms. You quickly unstrap from your bunk and dizzily glaze around. Lane? Bounty hunters? You kick off and glide to the door. As you do, Bliss pops their head around the corner. Sorry, they look a little sheepish. In all honesty, it's not my fault. Your wiring's all backwards. It takes you a moment to understand what's happening. You steady yourself against the door frame. That's fine. Sorry, I'm a little jumpy. I get it. Bliss looks down. Didn't mean to wake you. Takes you a while to get ready and drift down to the mess to see what's happening. By then, Bliss has turned off the alarms. You find them unspooling wires from a hatch you never previously noticed in the mess's ceiling. Sorry again, sleeper. Their voice comes through the ceiling panels, muffled and dull. You settle at a stool, neatly tucking your legs behind the crossbar. So you know what, how are you doing? Me? Bliss's muffled voice echoes around the room. I'm working. I pause. It helps keep my mind off things. What things? Bliss spins deftly, hooking their legs into the open ceiling so that, from your perspective, they are hanging upside down. They give you a look. Do you really want to know? A yawning Seraphim drifts in. He looks between the two of you, amused. What are you both doing up so early? You and Bliss exchanged amused looks. What? Seraphim asks. You know what? You didn't hear the alarm? He shrugs. Heavy sleeper. He drifts over to the mess's cupboards to hunt for some breakfast. Turn back to Bliss, but they have disappeared back into the ceiling panels. Before long, the mess is filled with the shrill screech of a power tool. Seraphim looks totally unaffected and hooks himself onto a stool, lazily sucking at a ration pouch while he taps away at his slate. The screech finally stops. After a while, you kick off from your stool. Time to head out. Bliss rushes after you, stopping you in the passageway before you can leave. I have something I want to show you. No? Bliss leads you off the main corridor into a corner of the ship you don't remember visiting before. Come into a room with low, sloped ceilings. Sloped. Oh my god, I can't speak. A single room, round window illuminating some neat tool storage and a workbench set into the wall. Look. Bliss begins. I'm no specialist, but I'm a quick learner and good at repairs. They smile. I think you have need of me. They glance over, tearing. They glance at you. At a tear in the thick vinyl skin on your arm. Can I take a look? Sure. They smile and lean you towards the workbench. They turn your arm, looking at the tear from all angles. They reach over to the workbench and take a small sealing gun from the rack. You look at the setup. It's basic, but it looks clean and well organized. They gently close the tear with sealant, pressing the edges together so it closes up neatly. After they are done, they release your arm and you can barely see the scar. Bliss admires their work. See? They smile. I know it's more serious than a tear. Bliss folds their arm, but I can handle it. They turn and search through a set of metal drawers for a moment. Here, they produce a couple of carefully machined, pristine components. What's saving these for an important job? They wink. I guess I just found it. Bliss pushes the components into your hands. Take them. When you are ready, come up here and we'll fix you up. These are a rare find, though. In future, we might have to make do with something lower quality. They wince. You can find scrap components at most scrapper ships, like that one that's hanging around the underhang. The better the components, the easier they'll integrate in your system. Bliss leans on the workbench. I'll do my best to keep you running. Why help me? You are a guest in my bay, and I can't have my guest bodies collapsing now, can I? Plus, I think it benefits me if you think of me as indispensable. Bliss smiles. I should get back to fixing the ship. They leave you in the workshop, among the simple tools, considering the particular qualities of your new friends. Oh, is this for my dice? It is. Dice repair is now available. Okay, nice. We gotta fix my dice. You can repair your dice at the rig workshop. You can only repair dice which are fully broken. Repairs require either scrap components or rare components. The better components you use, the less glitches you'll suffer. You cannot repair dice during a contract. Okay. Oh, I need 2 scraps. Oh, I have 2 rare components. Dice repair. Oh, what are these? This is raw scrapped. Minor drive complete. 1 upgrade point. Okay, so he says that you can't fix dice that aren't broken. Okay. What was this scrap? This is improvised dice repair. Okay, so I don't know what type of scrap that is. Isn't it raw scrap? Maybe I need it processed. Okay. Oh, new location discovered. Gaia's Gyre. Order a rack. Rack is a seaweed-based liquor with a powerful saline taste. Gaia's Gyre has a reputation for serving it neat and strong. Getting racked. The freelancers of the first middle seem cagey. Spend enough time at the local bar and they'll warm you. Buying kelp cake. Okay. I don't really need any energy at this point, I'm gonna be honest with you. I guess I do need to get some of this. It's danger, but I got 14. I thought I wouldn't. Maybe I need to like. Ooh, scrap components. Okay. Okay, so this is scrap components, not raw scrap. I understand. Okay. And then this is, you can process raw scrap here. Okay. I understand. Let's see if this will work. Okay. I want to get to know Nemba, so we're doing this. Negative outcome. Okay, well. Okay. Explore each section, sure. I'm working on it. Yeah. Oh, I forgot about this one. Oopsie. Okay, let's call it a night. You jerk, suddenly awake. A fragment is lodged in your mind, a shard of sound, a signal, a tone. It resonates like tinnitus, obviously internal, inescapable. I look down to see your hands blurred, your fingers dancing as if they were typing. Settle them. Your fingers flap like caught birds. Take control. It takes all your focus to settle them. You force yourself back into them, a sensation like squeezing on a tight pair of gloves. You flex your hands a little to feel them, test them. What was that? You take a deep breath to calm yourself, but as you do, you are reminded that you don't need to breathe. There's a claustrophobic sensation that you cannot shake. You get up, push off the wall, pull on your clothes. Anything to escape the dreams that hover there at the back of your mind. Seraphin drifts in casually, heading to his bunk to grab something. You can't shake the strange sensation that he has just drifted into your mind. He shoots you a glance. I said, "Are you okay?" Gives you a concerned look. "You look terrible." "Not really," he mumbled a response. "You need to talk to me, Sleeper." Seraphin gives you a look. He sighs. "I know something happened back when we were leaving the Hexport." "What do you mean?" "I saw it, Sleeper. Saw something change in your eyes." He paused, looking for the right way to explain. "They were cold, fixed. I'd never seen that before." He looks away. "Back when we first met, I knew at once you were human. I knew because of your eyes. I never met a Sleeper before, but I knew immediately that you were no machine. It was obvious. But then, on the rig," he shivers, "I couldn't see that anymore. I don't know what happened." "What did it feel like?" He gives you a curious look. "Okay, I'll try to identify it to 25, 50, 25. Neutral. Okay, I passed." Close your eyes and recall the moment. Remember Lane's voice, a rig hot and close, the numbness, and then you see it glittering in the non-space of your mind, thin and bright like a spider's silk, a thread. "Sleeper?" Seraphin's voice interrupts your thoughts. You open your eyes to his irritated face. "Are you even listening? We need to get you checked up. We need to know what's happening." Seraphin gives you a stubborn stare, "But this isn't just about you." "About where?" "I've been asking around." Seraphin's face is set with determination now. "There's another station near this one, Float Sim. It's a mess, an accumulation of wrecks and docked ships, but it also houses some of the best artificers in the wash. We should go there as soon as the rig is ready." You know what? I mean, okay, fine. What she did give me like a little bit of time was thinking. Like, it's not like I wasn't like not responding to him on purpose. I'm thinking about what you asked me because the thing is I don't truly know. "Thank you." "Look," he pauses. "I know I don't understand what it is like to be a Sleeper. I understand there are things you can't tell me, can't show me, but I do know how fear can keep you from doing what you need to do." I'm not gonna nag you about it," he sighs, "but it needs to be done." He passes by you as he leaves the bunks, squeezing your shoulders as he does, leaving you to your thoughts. You finish getting dressed. What is this? Feeling your body, its strangeness, even though you wish you didn't. At the very least, you think, you need to find someone who can stop you from falling apart. Maybe Fulton is not such a bad idea. Whatever. You push the thought to the back of your mind. There's a cycle ahead, and the rig isn't ready. When it's done, then you'll see. New drive available. 1 point. Okay. We gotta keep exploring. New location discovered. Window trade hall. Buy fuel, fill fuel. Okay. Yeah. We got it. Okay. Study the manifests. I don't... Oh, as you glide through the pinnacle docks, you hear shouting echoing down a corridor. You tentatively change direction, your eyes fixed ahead as the passage widens out into a large bay. Others rush past you, heading towards the commotion. Your eyes are drawn by the bay's vast viewing window, which is currently being splattered with glittering shards of ice. In front of it, a dock worker is shouting to anyone who will listen. Spacers, worker of the far spindle, we need your urgent assistance. The water carrier Springtide has suffered heavy damage in its transit from Wellspring. He takes a breath. All able hands, we need you to help secure the cargo. Without this water, Far Spindle will struggle to support you. He looks desperately at the crowd. Please, anyone who is able to help, please make yourself known. Behind him, a corona of ice ejects from one of the tanks, drawing a pale halo around the ship. A handful of experienced looking spacers push through the crowd towards the front. The dock worker starts to direct them to nearby bridges. Is this what it is? Oh shit. Look at all this water. Is this water being like launched into space? You watch the scene unfold, hesitant in the face of making someone else's problem your own. Look at it, it's like exploded. Oh, you can actually rotate it. Oh, that's cool. Okay, so secure it. Well, I guess I need to keep exploring. I mean, unfortunately, I can't really explore right now. Don't have... Negative, we lost energy. Yeah, that's okay. We'll do this. Okay, we'll do this. Okay, well... That sucks. Export's demise has put a barrier between Darkseid and the Far Spindle. Lane can't follow. So for now, you're safe. Oh, shit, we're not gonna be safe soon. That's not a good sign. Nope. As you drift lazily down to the ship's mess, you hear raised voices. You steel yourself for a moment at the entrance, then slip inside. Seraphim sits, looked onto his usual stool, his slate growing beside him. He's shaking his head as you enter. Bliss, meanwhile, is floating freely and gesticulating sharply as they explain something important. I don't see why not, Bliss chops at the air. I like you have an alternative. We can get the cryo. It'll take time, but we can get it. That was the deal, Seraphim speaks calmly, trying to placate Bliss. Sleeper, Bliss spots you entering. They turn to Seraphim. Let's see what the sleeper thinks about what? About it. About what? They both fall silent for a moment. Seraphim sighs. The rig's ready, Sleeper. Bliss gestures around the mess. I fixed it. Hell, I've improved it. She's purring thanks to me. Now, wouldn't you say, having done such an incredible job, I deserve to be paid properly for my work? Calculated look crosses their face. A refit and retune like this would typically cost my clients hundreds of cryo, even if I was feeling charitable. Seraphim sighs loudly. He knows where this is going. See, I can make you pay, but maybe you could even scrape the cryo up, but without taking a contract and taking the ship off station, leaving me in the lurch. We wouldn't do that, Seraphim starts, but Bliss holds up a hand to shush him. So I have a proposition, one that clears the debt completely. They pause. I will turn around the open sign on this little bay of mine and join up with you. You keep me in work, you give me my split, and give me transit to wherever you are headed. I'll let me keep this rig of yours working for free, they shrug. What could be better than that? Us paying beyond our way, no hangers on. Seraphim pulls his arm and looks at you. Tell them, Sleeper, what? We can use their help. Bliss grins at Seraphim. See, Sleeper gets it. You can use my help. I'm an excellent engineer, a tidy shipmate, and a half-decent chef. I'm done with Far Spindle. I'm done taking not enough jobs for not enough cryo. On a station where I know nobody, they pause, satisfied. You're welcome. Seraphim holds up his hand. Look, we appreciate it, but we are on the run, Bliss. Trust me, you are better off here. He gives them a serious look. Even telling you this could put you in danger. Bliss pauses, and then they start laughing. On the run? They shake their head, smiling. You expect me to be scared off by that goofy shit? And it's true. Bliss just shrugs. This system is at war. The belt is spiraling into a crisis. Everyone's got something. I know you were at Hexport. Seraphim looks at them, open-mouthed, searching for a retort. What happened there? Who's to say it won't happen here? I'm not sitting around watching this all play out any longer. They take a deep breath. Something has to give. Bliss turns to Seraphim. Look, you've done your due diligence or whatever. You're on the run. I'm been warned. I accept the risk. That's it. At the end of the day, your ship is clammed into my bay, so unless you know my encryption protocols, there's not much left to discuss. Seraphim shakes his head, a small smile crossing his face. They got us there. He looks at you and then at Bliss. Looks like we've gained a crewmate. He unhooks his stool. But I'm moving to the engine room, and he drifts off towards the bunks to gather his things. You and Bliss exchange a nervous look. Sleeper, you know what? Welcome aboard. Bliss smiles and gives you a half-hearted mock salute. You leave Bliss in the galley and head for the cockpit. The rig is ready to fly again. The question is where to take her next. Seraphim mentioned Flotsam, a short Starward journey from here, as a busy station where you might find an artificer to help diagnose your glitches and errors. Sunward, meanwhile, is the Helium Gate, an abandoned and uninhabited megastructure left over from the Solheim days, maybe good for salvage, but not an easy place to survive. And beyond that, well, as I say, the belt is wide, and at least now you have a functioning ship. Okay. Well, we can't stay here. You unlock the belt map, build a map, and press the belt button to travel to other hubs, discover new parts of the Starward Belt. Ooh. Check the map. Oh. Ooh, look, it says Errated Zone, Impassable, Healing Gate, Flotsam, Debris Field, nav required. Okay, so we can't go here. Obviously, we don't want to go here because it's wanted here. And there's this, what is it? Impassable Hazard. This is in here. Ooh. Green Belt. The Hollow. Interesting. Oh, and Wellspring. Okay, I just wanted to see what we can do. So I think we are gonna take a move, but I wanted to finish exploring here. Also wanted to do just up this. Come on, please, it's a 1. I don't really want to waste my dice on this, but I want to know who this is. God, we got a negative outcome. Okay, we got actually a positive one. Sleeper, Nemba wants to see you. You nod to the other volunteers as you wipe off your hands and clip your cutlery to the magnetic rack. You tripped out of the improvised canteen on your way to the kitchen in the back. It was a busy shift, and each shift seems busy. Oh. I just clued in. I'm covering the text. I am so sorry. I was on that side because of Indiana Jones. I am so sorry. I was covering the text the whole time. For that. The last half hour. Well, hopefully you heard what I was saying, or you listened. I do apologize. There's a busy shift, and each shift seems busier than the last. That makes sense, of course. You've seen the steady flow of refugees arriving from the inner system, and most of them, with barely a chit to their name, end up in the underhang. As you cross into the kitchen, you can still hear the rumble of the refugees' conversation through the hatch. What's this? The other chef leads you past the rehydrator and the hand-built centrifugal oven to a small office unit at the back of the kitchen. They knock on the door for you, then glide away to finish their own meal, leaving you to wait by it. Look around the small but carefully arranged kitchen as you wait, your shifts here having left you unfamiliar with the mix of improvised and salvaged equipment, some of which you have never seen before you came here. Come in, sleeper. Nemba is perched at a desk, uplit by a small transparent terminal screen, reading glasses perched on the end of his nose. You've seen Nemba before, but not as much as you've imagined you would, while working at a place called Nemba's Kitchen. Even though there isn't a proper sign out front, everyone on the other hand knows its name. The man himself is more of a mystery. Apart from the occasional barked order in the busy kitchen, he's a little more than a blur to you. Why do you work here? He barely looks up from his terminal screen, scrolling text reflected in his lens. I want to help. Nimba stops scrolling the screen and looks over his glasses at you. You do well here, sleeper. You're fast, precise. You're doing good work. He scrolls back to scrolling at. Thanks. Nimba lifts a hand in response. That's my worry, sleeper. Good workers like you, they move on fast. He leans back and looks at you. 10 cycles, maybe more, maybe less, and then they are gone. And the team gets used to having them here, gets used to working at that pace. Then, suddenly, they have to work differently. They have to pick up the slack, change jobs, change stations, and a few of them think, well, maybe it's time I moved on too. So what I found is, good workers are trouble, especially those who come and go like you. He pauses, watching you. I'll let him speak. This place, it runs on consistency, sleeper. Those that turn up every cycle, good or bad, they get the people fed. He takes off his reading glasses, inspecting them for smudges. Let's be honest, that ain't you. So let's cut to it. I can't use you in the kitchen anymore. You're done, he shrugs. Sorry. This place also runs in all those machines out there, on the suppliers that can rope in the donations. Feeding refugees from the inner system is logistics as much as it is chefing. He shakes his head, which is why I'm cooped up in the back. So maybe you're gone. I never see you again. Okay, thanks for coming. We'll soldier on without you. And maybe you still want to be useful. Maybe I heard you have a ship. He smiles at you. Yeah, maybe I heard you chatting. Maybe I have a little something held up in a place only a ship like yours can reach. I negotiated the purchase of some valuable inner system spores from a group that came from there, but they somehow ended up at the depot in Greenbelt. Nemba sighs. So, if you head to Greenbelt and you find the delivery and you bring it back, well, Nemba looks at you pointedly. That would be helping. That would be the kind of helping a good worker, even an inconsistent worker, might be able to offer me. Nemba squints at you. Seems like the kind of thing that someone genuine, someone who wants to help for real might do, don't you think? He doesn't wait for your reply. It also seems like the kind of thing that might sit on a list of priorities for so long and disappears, never gets done. I've seen that happen too. I guess I'll find out which it is. He definitely places his reading glasses black on his face, continues to scroll the screen on the terminal. You know the way out, sleeper. You turn in the doorway, slightly taken aback, and it slides shut behind you. You glide out through the kitchen, through their improvised canteen, and the people eating around you chatting there, and into the cold underhang passageway beyond. All this time considering what you might do next and recalling that persuasive glint in Nemba's eyes. Oh, new drive available. What's his point? Oh, one of these. Help Nemba to hear the springtime. Minor, major. Okay, so we have to float some eventually. Okay, this should be it. Nice. The far spindle lives up to its name, its tall stature making it a real effort to travel from end to end. The local solution to this problem are the transit tunnels, massive tubes bolted onto the outside of the spindle that allow for rapid passage from bottom to top. As you find yourself in one of these cavernous passages, bulky cargo haulers rushing by, you start to wonder if braving them is worth the effort. Back up, the shout rattles down the bare transit corridor like a gunshot and is rapidly followed by a crunching impact. You spin back, pushing yourself against the side of the wide cylindrical passage. As you do, a hauler glides past, sending a rippling wave of air across you in its wake. When the roar subsides, you hear a string of there's an expletive coming from nearby. A spiky-looking figure, clutching some oddly shaped open-frame object, gestures wildly at the vehicle as it glides away. Dickhead, she spits an impressive glob of saliva down the tunnel and spirals into 0G. She turns to you in anger. You see that? Try to slam me into the wall. I didn't, she frowns. Well, whatever. She sniffs and looks you up and down. Not supposed to be in the transit system without a vehicle, she squints. Not like I care, but maybe you do? What about you? She shakes the open frame in her hand. What does this look like to you? He rolls one of her shoulders, stretching it out. You're new here, right? Is it that obvious? She shrugs sympathetically. Nothing to be ashamed of. Let me give you a tip. She begins checking her open frame vehicle, tightening bolts and untangling pipes. Avoid the haulers. Dickheads, a lot of them. Especially the water haulers. Think they're better than anyone. Don't mess with the stevedores, though. They're good people. Get treated like shit by everyone else, just like us. She rapidly plugs and unplugs a series of connectors. They'll show you the shortcuts. She looks up, and never ever get in the spindle jack's way. She smiles, spinning the vehicle ahead. Spindle jack? She thumps her chest. You're looking at one. She pauses, considering something. Then, suddenly, she reaches into one of her many pockets, pulls out a small transparent rectangle, punched with holes. Text glints within, reading, Cadet, Stripline Express. You tank it. Cadet, she flexes proudly. That's me. Stripline is my outfit. Kamal's the dispatcher, a small outfit, but we punch above our weight. Dispatch is here in the spindle's core, but I run the transit tunnels up and down the spindle 10 times a cycle. You see anything moving on the spindle? Data, tech messages, too hot for the hard line? Come find me. Oh, so you're a courier. Got it in one. She kicks off the wall and mounts her bike, triggering a small burst of compressed air to keep herself steady in the transit passage. You hear a buzz of distorted speech from what you assume is her dispatcher. Cadet angles her head to her communicator and mumbles back into it. Got a hop sleeper. She looks over at you and something flickers in her eyes. An idea, or perhaps just a realization. You might be able to help me with something. A package that's been bothering me. She squints down the passage. Come to the office at Stripline in a few cycles and I'll show you. Sure. We'll call it a favor on account of me saving you from being flattened by a hauler, she winks. Now, you better get out of here before another hauler tries to squish you. You step back as she twists the handlebars, and a burst of air sends her flying down the transit corridor at an unsettling speed. You watch her go, slightly caught off guard by her final remarks. What would a courier need for you for? You turn the idea over in your head as you find a way out of the transit corridor, back to the safety of the main concourse. Okay, so we gotta wait. Cadet's complication. Cadet mentioned needing help with something, but you're still at a loss to know what the courier might want. Okay, well that's it for now. Let's end the cycle. Give more dice. Dice to work with. Okay, we have one more before something bad's gonna happen. Oh boy, I am excited. Slash, not at all excited. Okay, 25, 50, 25. We got one. This is just a 50-50. Shit. We lost energy for this. I guess the negative's not that bad. Okay. We've fully explored this area. Ooh, a signal station. Interpret signals. The signal station searches for signals in the far spindle's local region. Destroying them is too much work for just the crew. Line arrays. The signal station makes use of the network of arrays across the far spindle, synchronizing them with specialist support. Oh, here it is. The spring tide. Oh shit, I gotta repair this. And it's like oh, there's a timer. Interface. Saving Springtide. Damaged in transit, the Springtide now needs desperate action to save it and its cargo before it's too late. Serious leak. The Springtide's precious cargo of water is being lost by cycle. Without it, Freshman could be in trouble. Repair the leaks. The Springtime crew and Spindle dock workers are desperately appealing for any qualified bodies to help the ship's leak. Okay, a tech team from the dock authority are working to reroute the flow of Springtide's water, saving as much as possible from leaking out into space. I mean, this is a 50-50, but okay, well, we're at the get energy. I just got some water. Let's buy some food, I guess. What does this do? Getting racked, -4 cryo. How much does this give us? 4 energy. Okay, so I should have got this, but I don't get it racked. So I should do this one next time. Okay, whenever noted. Now, let's see what's bad's gonna happen to us. Because this is gonna be gone. Well. Uh-oh. I'm in danger. Something flickers in the back of your mind. You stop. You have to stop. Blink it away. There's a tightness behind your left eye, an aching point that refuses to move. And then the voice begins, hissing through the background noise of the rig systems. A new whine amongst the chorus of life support and ventilation. Sleeper. The hiss brings Lane's sharp features to mind. I suppose you thought you had slipped my net. Hexport jumps into your mind, an image of the station immolating in white light, though you were not conscious to witness it. You are distant, his voice hisses into white noise. You are not free of me yet. I'm coming, Sleeper, the hiss drops, and I will retake control of what is mine. The closer I come to you, the more you will feel it. Lane moves your fingers to tap your forehead and hear, until you cannot resist. A bright smile, pale eyes, a growing hiss that hurts. And then the hiss is gone. The rig suddenly quiet, the stinging tightness diffusing behind your eyes, and the fear remains. Sleeper, you good? Seraphine in there. Oh, is there, floating by your berth. You're talking. Lane is coming. Seraphine looks alarmed. You feel him, right? He looks away. We can use that. Stay ahead of him. He squeezes your shoulder. We can do this. We are fast and smart. We keep moving. We don't stay anywhere for long. And we find a way, he frowns. Somehow. You nod. You do not know how Lane is able to reach into your mind like this, how he's able to speak into you, but he wants so desperately for it to stop. You must find out what he has done to you before it is too late. You must stay ahead of Lane at all cost. Sleeper, Cadet drifts from the shadows outside Bliss's bay, looking around nervously as she approaches. Seems like I'm going to need to call in that favor. Her face is pale and deathly serious. Are you okay? She doesn't seem to hear you, distracted by a group of spacers gliding noisily down the passage behind her. She waits until they pass. Someone hits strip line. No idea where Kamal is. A bunch of goons tearing the place apart as we speak. Uh-oh. She screws up her face in pain. Even tried to grab me, but those muscleheads are slow. Who attacked a courier? Yeah, I don't understand. No idea. She shakes her head. These were typical rent-a-thugs. Could have been anyone with chits to burn. Remember that package I asked you your help with? The one that was bothering me? Yeah, I remember. I reckon it's got something to do with it. The job was a bus, an express run all the way to the underhang, but when I got there, no one home. She's whispering now, leaning closer. The place was smashed up, like someone got there first. Should have dumped the package and run, but I brought it back like a good girl. Stashed it in a safe spot, a strip line. Thought the sender might come to recover it, and when they didn't, well, I got curious, popped it open. She shakes her head. Stupid thing to do. Inside was a drive encrypted to hell and back. When I ran into you, well, I heard sleepers are good with data, with text, but I thought you might be able to take a look at it, she shrugs. Now strip line's trashed too. Here's the thing, she glances around. Back when I popped it open, I noticed the drive had a dispatch marker, export. Could it be connected to export getting automatized? Yeah, that's where I'm at too. This thing was sent out from there just before it got cooked. She pauses, and with that kind of attention I've been getting the past couple of cycles, she slips a hand terminal from your bag. Oh, she slips, okay, yeah. Taps a couple of times, then holds it up to you. Cadet stares out at you from the screen, straight-faced and pale. Beside her picture, you see, in block capitals, Spindlejack KD754, and breach of far spindle code B12 plus F34. Reward for information leading to capture, considered dangerous. Dickheads blasted it out on the transit. Dickheads blasted it out on the transit channels. Every Spindlejack, hauler, and freight carrier is going to be watching for me. She pulls back the hand terminal angrily, stuffing it back in her bag. Something's going on. Wow. Anyone who can help? He looks away. Spindlejacks don't make friends easily. And now all the couriers I do know are looking to turn me in for a payout. She snaps her head to the side, her eyes flashing with anger. Why do you think I'm here? It's time for that favor, sleeper. She sneaks your eyes. My connections are burned. Hell, my whole career is gone. I need to fight back. If I walk away, there's nothing to walk away to. He softens a little. I need your help. King of all, what can I do? What if I turn you in? I'll help her. I'm the... When I do playfuls like this, I'm the nice guy. Like, I help everyone. I like seeing what the side quests are. What can I do? I need you to get the drive. She takes a breath. If they want it that much, then I can use it to buy my way out of this shit show. And I tucked it away somewhere safe, so my guess is that they haven't got it yet. You just slip in and give you the location and pull the thing out. You fold her arm. It should be simple. So we know. Why don't you do it? Well, she's literally just explain why she can't do it. Like, are we not paying attention? No, this is simple. Probably it's not simple. I probably do agree with that part, but we'll just say okay. She nods seriously. Thank you. Look, this thing turns out to be worth something. You get your due. All I want is my life back. The drive is in the workshop. There's a panel behind the air bike rack. She leans in. It's taped to the back of the fuse box inside. Ooh. I've got to keep heading down, Spindle, to the overhang, past the end of the transit tunnels. No one will wrap me up there. He glances around. I'll come find you when it's done. I've still got some network access. I'll know when you go in. She winks, offering no further explanation. My bike's locked up nearby. I'm gonna hop. He pauses. You do me this favor, then we're clean. You know what? Stay safe. Do my best, sleeper. She gives you a mock salute. She slips back into the shadows, and a few moments later, you hear the percussive pulse of an airbike accelerating away. You know, at least, what it's like to be on the front, to flee your life. And in that, you feel an empathy, a connection with Cadet. But from every other angle, this thing looks like bad news. The kind a sensible person would steer well clear from. And perhaps you would steer well clear if it wasn't for one detail that has stuck in your mind. The drive is from Hexport. Is all that enough to send you down the strip line in search of that drive? Only time will tell. Lane is hunting you once again. His progress will be tracked by the hunt clock. If it is filled, he will catch up with you. It will increase once every cycle you spend in a hub. However, each time you travel, the hunt will decrease by 3. Keep moving and stay one step ahead of Lane. Okay. So this -3 per travel plus 1 per hub cycle. Okay, noted. So we can be here up to 7 cycles. Once you're at 8, you're cooked. So, noted. We actually got a lot of dice rolls. Okay, so first thing first, I think this is a priority. So we'll use the max dice on, well, the 5s, not max. We'll use this on here. I'm gonna save the springtime first and foremost. And it says 25, 50, 25. Okay, we saved it. Nice. You watch from the docking bay's viewing window as the crumbled, vast hull of the springtime is finally welded shut by a score of bright torches flickering against its side. Everywhere I look, I see a crisis. The voice comes from beside you, and you turn to see a man floating there, watching the repair work. You don't recognize him. I saw you up there, helping the crew. He turns to you with a serious look. You know what? The far spindle needs the water. You aren't wrong, he pauses, watching you carefully. I haven't seen you on the spindle before. What, if I may ask, is your business here? Should I be honest with this guy? I don't know. I feel like honesty is just the way they go. That's my opinion on things. I'm honest until I feel like I can't be honest. And currently I have no reason to not be honest, so I'm escaping someone. He raises an eyebrow. I'm gonna take that as a portent at humor. Springtide is my ship. His face remains impassive. At least I am her captain. I do not own her. The Lodic Syndicate, my employer, was the one that put her into service. Oh well, glad to meet you. He bows his head gently. You have my thanks for assisting with the repairs. We were caught by some autonomous Conway munitions. He looks out at the ship. At his ship, the Wellspring Run is getting more dangerous every cycle. After Hexport, he pauses. I do not expect things to improve. You both go quiet for a moment. The loss of the station still inspiring silence in anyone who mentions it. Tell me, Malik meets your eye. As a sleeper, do you feel you have advantages over others, or does your particular condition provide only weaknesses? I'm gonna say, I mean, it's probably a mix of both. There's probably advantages as well as disadvantages. So I'm gonna say there's many downsides. He nods, of course, but you are stronger, hardier, more capable than most humans. He gestures towards the Springtide. Your work on my ship only evidences your ability. You far outperform even my own crew. He looks at you, angling his head in deference, in conditions that are usually deadly. Sadly, despite even your good work, our losses have been great, and the administration at the Far Spindle are not happy. We are to be impounded here until Lodic Syndicate fulfills the agreed water freight. He frowns at the crumbled-looking ship. This war continues to pressure the belt. What will you do? This is where you are needed, sleeper. Malik folds his arms. My crew tells me you have a ship. You have workers. This is what I need. Of course you do. A lot of people need my ship, buddy. As we fled from the Conway attack, our navigator registered something of great interest. A water-rich asteroid. One I believe is previously unknown to the syndicates. He comes a little closer. For now, I have sworn him to secrecy, as I must you. But if this asteroid could be surveyed, its value confirmed, it would more than make up for the shortfall of the Springtide. He pauses thoughtfully. Okay, so I'll just let him continue. I want you to survey the asteroid for me. It's a simple enough job, but its location, so close to the edge of the wash, is problematic. However, you have shown yourself to be very competent. If you're careful, there's no reason you should have problems with Conway, or any other hostile party for that matter. Hostile party? Malik shrugs. The wash is where the orbits of the inner system and starward belts conspire to bring vessels, objects, and all kind of wanderers together. It is a territory of opportunists. I will, of course, reimburse you for a portion of the fee of the Starward administrations are withholding from me. 250 crowns may offer. Right, he literally said he can't do it himself because they're keeping the ship locked here. How will your employer feel about this? The Lodic Syndicate only cares that its water is delivered and its fees paid. I am going to make sure this happens in a timely and efficient manner as I see fit. Malik passes you a thumbnail drive. Here are the details on the test I need you to run for the survey. A sample core of ice from deep within the asteroid should give you enough material to work with. Notice a member of the Springtide crew waiting quietly at a distance and making nods to them discreetly. This is a delicate matter, sleeper. Survey the rock, and on your return, broadcast the results to my personal terminal. Your frequency is in that data. He pauses, meeting your eye. The results go to me, only to me. Then, once the matter is resolved, you'll be paid. But I am needed. He nods to the crew member. But I expect you have all you need. He pauses. I have enjoyed watching you work, sleeper. Impress me again. And with that, he bows a little and drifts away to meet his crew member. After watching him go, you turn back to the Springtide, still impressive despite being scarred with curls of ice and shiny with fresh welds. You imagine any captain of a ship like that has been through a lot to get to where they are. That makes them a valuable ally or a dangerous adversary, depending on where you are. You hope with Malik you can find your way to being the former. New contract. Beltborn Venture. What the hell's this? Venture bar shift. Only vouched for members can gamble in the venture, but bar shifts are easy to come by, mostly because they pay in tips and little more. Gambler's friend. If you want to gamble in the Beltborn Venture, you need to be a member You'll need a member's backing. Perhaps after enough shifts, you'll find a sponsor. God damn, that's a long-ass time, by the way. Oh, wait, we need to get some cryo. We're kind of getting poor on this. I need to do goddamn... Okay. We have people of... Okay, where the hell am I going for this, by the way? Oh, here. Okay. This is 50-50 good, 50-50 bad. I don't know what the bad does. Neutral. Okay, we got +1. Oh, come on. I just realized this is an engineer. Oh, shit. I should have done that one. Okay, whatever. We need more cryo. Oh, you only get a chance per cycle. Okay, so we're gonna end here. We're gonna get +1 hub for here being here, but we can move on. We got 2 glitch die today, which is unfortunate for me. We need money, this is true. This is a danger, so I probably shouldn't do that. The glitch die do not help my case here. We got 14 cryo for that, so that's good. This is a positive outcome. Okay. Yeah, what's the... Oh. Okay, what's the negative outcome if I do this? 2080, which is terrible. We lose energy. Oh, we lose a lot of energy. Shit. They're both risky. What does this do? No. New location discovered. What did I just discover? Oh, new location? Where? I have no idea what location I just discovered. I have 8 cryo for doing that. Okay, let's do a rest. We're gonna have to move. We're gonna have to move next. I don't know if we'll move next turn or the turn after, but we're gonna move soon. %, positive, okay. Oh, nice. 25, 50, 25. Okay, we got... Oh shit, we're starving. Okay, I'll get energy after this. You slide the loose panel away from the wall, letting it float there beside the air bike rack. Behind it, in the dark, you see the blinking lights of the fuse box. A noise nearby draws your attention for a moment. The scrape of a sliding door maybe, or just some old system cycling in the walls. It took long enough to gain access to the Stripline Express bike garage, and longer still to find a safe route to the air bike racks. We were almost there. You have seen and heard the hired muscles searching and guarding this place, but I haven't been lucky enough to not come face to face with them yet. You turn back to the darkness behind the panel. If what Cadet said is right, the drive is taped to the back of the fuse box in front of you. You reach through and around slowly, carefully, and your hand settles on something cold and metallic in the dark. It is taped firmly to the box. You pull at it, but it doesn't budge. A quiet rattle echoes from the dispatched office next to you. Next door, And when I say next to you, next door, when you freeze for a second, it seems Cadet was a little too enthusiastic with the tape. I'll peel the tape. 25, 50, 25. Ooh, positive. Less stress. You close your eyes and feel for the seams of the tape. You peel it back and swiftly and quietly, piece by piece, the drive spins in your hand. Time to move. You slip the drive inside your coat and kick away from the wall, gliding back toward the maintenance corridor you entered from. You listen carefully as you do. You hear nothing but a satisfying silence. The cool darkness of the maintenance corridor is comforting as you tuck yourself inside and start carefully making your way back to the strip line. You shift through the maze of passages that brought you here. Their dog legs and dead ends now familiar. Eventually spot a thin slit of light ahead, marking the loose panel you levered open to gain it. Bless me, excuse me, sorry. The loose panels you levered. Of course. The loose panels you levered open to gain entrance. You take a deep breath, almost there. As you reach, oh no. As you reach the gap, you freeze. Voices rumble from beyond and peer through. You see two figures in dark clothes searching the chaotic bay behind the strip line. Your eyes are drawn to the dark, boxy weapon on holds at their side. Shit, you hiss silently to yourself, your eyes searching for a path through. Well, we can't rush it because we're gonna lose this one. So we're gonna do Intuit, reach for an opening, but unfortunately we're starving, so hopefully this does not cost me. Neutral, just check back. You wait, silent and still, as the figures search. They split and drift across the bay. You take the chance, sliding open the panel and slipping behind the scrap and boxes at the edge of the room. You work your way around until you can't get any farther. You kick off hard, making a dash for the far side of the bay and the public passage beyond. There's a hiss and the guttural chatter of a pressure valve as an air bike pulls up beside you in the passage. Cadet leads over and grabs the collar of your coat. Hop on. In a moment, you are on the back of the air bike, clutching the straps of Cadet's bag as she guns it down the passage, the air resistance almost ripping you from the thin seat. You lean against her back and let out a sigh. The drive pressing into your ribs beneath your jacket. You did it. Oh shit. Still alive back there? Cadet's voice brings you back from the hypnotic rhythm of the tunnel lights rushing past the air bike. She slows the bike with a rapid series of hisses, and you realize she has brought you back to the passage outside Bliss's Bay. You try to understand the route she took, a long loop through the branching transit tunnels of the station, but give up. You can let go now. She straightens up, and you unhook your fingers from her bag strap, separating yourself from her back. You push off the bike gently and float into the passage beside her. You okay? Looks pretty rough back there. She smiles. I appreciate you putting it all on the line for me. Okay, well, you know, who were those guys? Your guess is as good as mine, she shrugs. Didn't look like anyone nice though, I wouldn't sweat it. She smiles. Go on then, let's see the drive. You fish the drive out of your jacket and hand it over. That's the one, she squints at it. Should have chucked it when I had the chance. You get your first look at it, a first good look at it, and there's not much to see. A small lump of solid-state memory with a few markers on the case. You spot a yellow hex among them. Hexport. Well, this better be worth it, she sighs. I never promised Profit Sleeper. She slides her bag around her shoulder to the front. Oh, I didn't say profit, I just wanted to hope it's good, like, has good data about Hexport, that's all. She slides her bag around her shoulder to the front and slots the drive neatly into a pocket. Answers? Maybe. Yeah, exactly. That's what I was hoping for. Not for. I know someone in the scatter yards who can crack anything. She'd be my first port of call to crack this thing open. Just shoulders. And I should make myself scarce from this middle anyway, before those dickheads catch up. You know what? I will meet you at the scatter yards. Sure, you want to follow through? I get it. Oh. He pats the pocket with the drive. Gotta be something tasty on this thing. I'd want to know what, too. Cadet leans away from her bike, squinting out of the viewing window at your ship behind. That yours? She doesn't wait for an answer. If I'm not mistaken, that old thing is going to struggle to reach the scatter yard unless you added a haze suit. or a haze-nav suit. Haze-nav? Yeah, belt between here and scatter yards is drowning in debris, worse since Hexport. You'll need hazard navigation to make the crossing safely. Lodic Syndicate created the tech to help their tankers cross the belt. Common knowledge, Cadet nods at your ship. Maybe if you head up to Wellspring, you can barter or steal a suit. Or a suite. Sorry, not suit. Well, okay, so we're gonna have to go to the Wellspring, okay. Here, Cadet undies a bag lashed to her bike frame and holds it out to you. Not enough here for a refit, but maybe you'll find some use for them. Take the bag and something clicks inside as you do. You open see a couple of engine components. I was gonna use them to boost her. She taps the frame of the air bike, but you deserve them. She meets your eye, then looks away. Not like I'll be doing any runs for a while. You know what? Thanks. It's nothing. Like I said, you deserve them. She flexes her fingers in the bike handles, eager to be away. Cadet's airbike stutters and purrs, trembling in air like an arrow ready to be loosened. See you around. She winks and guns the throttle, sipping down the passage with a pulse of air that ripples through your clothes. You stare after her as she goes, the bag of components still hanging in your hand. You realize as you look down the passage that you never asked how Cadet plans to get to the scatter yards. That question, like a score of others, will have to wait until you run into her next. Although you have a feeling she'll find a way to slip away before you can ask them next time, too. You head back towards your ship to stow the components, idly wondering if you can justify buying an air bike to Seraphim as you do so. New drive available. Okay, yeah, new mission, minor. Ooh, we have 4 points, I think. Oh shit, we can upgrade one of these. Okay, what does this do? Okay, so this one just makes it... You know what, I should make Endure at least +1 as well. I'm gonna take this. Make them at least all online. I can't do Engage, but I think that's fine. Focus configs. +3 to lowest die. +1 stress. Okay. Okay, so... Mostly what we have to do now... Oh yeah, we have to spend time there. Okay, we're starving. Right. Let's fix that first. Okay, we'll do that tomorrow. In game time. Not game time. You need to make some money. 25, 50, 25. Neutral. I mean, I'll take 8. What's this do if I don't get it? Neutral. 2080. Again, that's terrible. We just lose energy, which is fine. As I said, I was gonna do this anyway. And use the money here so I can get whatever this is. The Far Spindle is an exhausting place to find freelancers. There is no shortage of spacers here. The corridors and bays throng with crew inbound and outbound, on or between contracts, trading stories, contacts, and materials. But whatever language, appearance, or code identifies someone as worth signaling, as worth signing on with, you don't seem to have it. Perhaps it is because you are a new face, or are noticeably unsure, or perhaps it is just because you are a sleeper. You push the thought to the back of your mind and instead focus on what's in front of you, the vast cylindrical tank at the center of Gaia's Gyre. The first time you entered the bar, you floated open-mouthed, much like all the new arrivals do, at the sight of the huge kelp stack, the biggest you have ever seen. Even now, your eyes fixed on the bronzed of seawater that wave in the circular water of seaweed, sorry. Not of seawater, seaweed. Beyond the curve of dirty glass, you find it impressive. You take a sip of the harsh, saline-scented rack of its magnetic vessel secured to the bar. As you suck on the straw, your eyes following the shifting frods, you hear someone clearing their throat beside you in the bar. Hypnotic, isn't it? The voice is low and rumbling, and comes from the large figure on the stool next to you. The fluorescent lights behind the bar glint in his eyes, shining out into his wide, rough face. Eugen. I've heard talk you're hiring. The baker turns to face you. You don't recognize him, but in the shifting light of Gaia's Gaia, that isn't surprising. Yeah, that's right. Smiles. Well, today's your lucky day, my friend. He clicks his drink to the magnetic bar with a swift clink. Eugen, currently freelance. He turns on his stool and leans back a little. The effect is clearly meant to impress you on his size, and you have to admit, it works. Served on a whole slate of crews on the spindle, cutters, mercs, extractors, he smiles and places a broad hand on his chest. Broad skill set, good work ethic, sense of humor, the full package. Humble too. He clucks his tongue, smiling. I like you already. We're going to get on. I'll run anything out of the first spindle. I'm tough and quiet, and you won't need to worry about me. He folds his arms across the chest. What kind of work are we talking about? Before he can answer, a voice echoes out from behind you. Eugen, you look over your shoulder from the source of the shout. Busy as ever, I see. A group of 3 spacers drift up behind you, one of them placing a heavy hand on your shoulder. She's fitted with mate metal optical implants. Mate, I don't remember how you pronounce this word. And you cannot see her eyes. The cosmic light from the tank plays across her face. Too busy to keep in touch, she sighs. I really don't like it when I have to come and find you. Vesna, Eugen yawns politely at her, not betraying any strong reaction. Do I look like I'm socializing? He shakes his head. This is a meeting. Oh, a meeting? Vesna squeezes your shoulder. Is that what this is? Yes, Vesna. We're talking about your delivery, in fact. Eugen smiles widely. My friend here is being very helpful. He shoots you a knowing glance. Oh no, he wants me to do some delivery for him. Oh boy. Yeah, that's right. Vesna turns to you, a raised eyebrow, but before she can speak, Eugen cuts in. This. Sleeper has a unique ability to extract data. Eugen smiles at Vesna. Exactly the kind of data you have been asking for. So you just get back to it. Eugen gestures towards you. And I can deliver what you need. Oh no, please don't tell me this is the data that we just stole from... Well, I don't know if we stole it, but... Data for Cadet. Because currently I'm on Cadet side, okay? You know, Eugen, I am pretty tired of this whole act. She gestures specifically at him. But in the end, it doesn't matter. She drops her hand from your shoulder to her belt. Your eyes follow it down, and you see a dark, boxy shape there. A weapon? You either deliver by the deadline, or you don't, and when you don't, she smiles slightly, I'll be happy to take you through the consequences. Until then, she shoots you a final glance. Cut to whoever the hell you want. Vesna and the 2 spacers flanking her glide out of the bar, and Eugen watches them go with a little motion. So, Eugen's smile returns. You're about to hire me? Okay. What was that? Vesna? He shrugs. She's just trying to rush me, that's all. I won't be working with her again. He pauses, choosing his words carefully. Of course, I can't talk about the particulars. You understand. Vesna just wants to scare you off. She likes to cause me trouble. Eugen looks away, out of the door of the bar. Let's not let her. He pauses in silence for a moment, still looking away. You try to get a read on him, but his face is blank. Only his glittering eyes hint at some rapid internal activity. He turns back to you, they meet your eye. A sudden shift in his manner obvious. If you need crew, you need work. If you need work, you need cryo, is that right? He doesn't stop for your answer. Well, I can offer both. Hard work and a good contract with good payout. You take me with you on this job of mine, and we split the take. He looks down, thinking, hell, if you do, I'll consider signing on long term. He smiles. Think of that. No more recruiting. What's the job? Salvage, he leans in. I know of a wreck untouched by the local crews, which recently turned up in the wash. It's just a little sunward from here, but its disabled transponder makes it invisible to anyone who doesn't know it's there. I had to squeeze the location out of a contact, but I'll share it with you for a straight split. Take me and your crew, and we'll claim it all. It's gonna be a good payout, he winks. A really good one. What's the catch? Eugen frowns. No catch. He leans back and looks around the bar. I would take the offer elsewhere. I just felt you were the right captain for this one. I'll be ready to go whenever you like. Eugen follows. As a show good faith, I'll also fly out with you on any job from the first spindle, but I'm not leaving the station with you yet, not till we get my job done first. After that, we can talk flying together. No need to rush it into it. He shakes your hand firmly, his palm rough and pitted, and turns back to his drink. You slip out of the bar, looking to see if Vesna is nearby. You don't spot her among the passing crew, but you can't help but imagine eyes on you in the bar. You shake it off, having become familiar with the feeling of being observed. What matters is you have found yourself a crew in a contract. Whether either will come good, however, remains to be seen. Oh shit. Okay. Oh, this is a major mission. Interesting. Okay, so we're out of dice for the day, which means in the cycle. Now, we have a couple of things we need to do here. This will take us 3 fuel, gives us 250. This one we don't actually really know. We're gonna do this one first because we'll use the crowd, the fuel, the next trip for this one. So let's go to here. I don't know if this counts as us leaving, or if we're gonna leave immediately when we get back. We will find out. -3, the hunt during and travel. Okay, so yeah, that's good. It does count. Okay, good. Okay, said he would... Oh, he would help. Okay, they'd both help. Okay, let's go. Yeah, they'll both come. Yeah, come on, let's go. I guess, what's his face? He won't... Seraphim is not coming, interestingly. The asteroid looms large in the cockpit's glass. Light glints off the sheets of surface ice, the same glint that must have caught Malik's attention when he was fleeing the Conway countermeasures that damaged the spring tide. There's been no sign of Conway drones or mines. That hasn't stopped Seraphim being cautious in his reproach. You have to admit, you found yourself searching the black void of space for a telltale blinking red beacon too. We're close enough to jump down to the surface. Oh, okay, Seraphim is here. Seraphim locks down the engine. I don't see anything on the scope, but I'll keep her warm just in case. Why so jumpy? Did you see those holes in the spring tide? Seraphim responds without looking away from the controls. If we hit one of those Conway mines, we'll be dust. I say we core this snowball fast. Yunjin shrugs. The less time we're out here, the less likely we are to run into any Conway left behind. Oh, anything Conway left behind. He smiles. Simple. Sure, Seraphim cuts in, but fast means messy. Messy means more damage to the ice. We don't need to crack the shelf and lose half the water came to survey. Who said anything about messy? Eugen stretches, unclipping from his seat. Fast and clean, he winks at you. Easy. You unclip from your seat and kick off towards the airlock. The scale of the asteroid is troubling, but Seraphim assured you on the journey here that surveying it would be easy enough. Just take a sample from the deep ice for testing. The problem, he said, is getting down that deep. You have to cut away at the ice, dig yourself a hole, and doing so will create fractures in the shelf. The asteroid may be big, but it is held together with only a weak gravitational force. The more the ice is cracked away, the less there is for the far spindle to harvest, something you doubt Malik will be happy about. You push the worry to the back of your mind and get suited up. Something on your mind, Bliss drifts up beside you. Honestly, I just hope we don't mess this up. Me too, they shrug. I just don't want to jinx it, but it seems simple enough. Can't say rock, or in this case, ice cutting is my usual strength, but it's gotta be simpler than slicing a hull without touching any of the internals. Bliss sips up their suit. We'll be fine. Bliss's reassurance that they don't have any experience with the job you're about to do doesn't exactly calm your worries. Their nonchalant attitude helps, especially when you consider the volume of ice you're about to start cutting into. Cheer up, Bliss punches you on the arm as you get into the airlock. Might never happen. The lock cycles and you find yourself staring at the glinting surface of the asteroid. 1 second, sleeper, Seraphim's voice comes over the comms. I'm seeing something here, some kind of man-made shaft on the far side of the asteroid. Interesting. Yunjin is stood beside you. The ancient stood beside you in the airlock, but in this vacuum, there's no is. That's a spelling mistake. You only hear him through the comms link. Crews sometimes stash goodies out on rocks like this. Let's go take a look. He pats you on the shoulder. Just hold up. Seraphine's voice cuts through. The survey is our first priority, and the integrity of the water ice. Hunting for buried treasure comes dead last on the to-do list. You can almost hear his eyes roll through the comms link. Don't get distracted. You squint at the rock and spot a dark recess just over the curve of the asteroid. And that'll be the distraction then. You're focused on the ice sheet. Time to get started. Ice stress. Okay, let's see what the locations are. The ice sheet mass reservoir. Slice away. Rather than scanning for a sampling location, you make one by chipping away the surface ice to reach the core. This is an aggressive approach. Engineer. Extreme danger, okay? Survey surface. A section by section surface scan will guide you to a good sampling location, but with such a vast sheet, progress will be slow. What does this even mean? I guess different levels of engineering. I have 3 6s, by the way, which is insane. That's the engineering as well. Frozen shaft. Explore the cracks. The shaft may be clogged with ice, but dark cracks is just a more subtle way through, even if it will be slow going. To the ice. The fastest way to descend the shaft is break away the ice clogging it. If you aren't careful, you could damage the asteroid's structure. Shaft descent. Strokes in dark, descending the shaft to whatever lies beneath is a dangerous and delicate process. Okay, so let's just do this one. We have 3 6s. It's guaranteed 100% positive outcome. Which is great. You're also an engineer, which is great. Oh, and you got 6 and 5. Alright then, Captain. Look at that. Look at how clean we're getting this done. 50-50 positive. Neutral, you got 1 stress. That's okay, it's okay. 50-50 as well. And we got positive. We got it all. Nice. New location discovered. Deep ice. Extract core sample. Time to drill down into the deep ice and extract the core of the asteroid's ice for testing and evacuation. Careful now. So this is endure. 100% positive outcome with this guy. Nice. 50-50. There's also kind of risky. Okay, let me just check. Is this considered a risky maneuver or danger? Okay, this is a danger one. This is risky, not danger. Okay, this just gives me stress for doing this. Okay. Gives him a little bit of stress. Oh shit. You actually got a neutral outcome on that. Okay, well. All the dice were used. Let's supply, no energy loss. Let's end the cycle. Oh, we got great rolls as well. You are endure. This is the optional way to go. Oh shit. 50-50. We'll use 1. This is positive outcome guarantee. I just want to see what this is. Okay. New location is a bunker. Scavenge data. Some mysterious terminal sits in the dark. Their cases may be rusted, but perhaps the drives inside can be spun up. Ghost of the past. What was this place? If we can get one of the terminals started, perhaps we can extract some answers. You can salvage hardware. You inspect lumps of corroded scrap frozen into the wall. This place looks grim, but maybe with the ice you can find something. Ooh, rusted treasure. This place has been abandoned for decades, but perhaps there are some useful components tucked away. These are both ones I can do, which is great. This is danger, so this is a 50-50 endure mission. My endure is kind of shitty. So this is 100% positive, so we'll just do this. This is the danger one. Okay, I don't really want to risk that on you, I'm gonna be honest. I mean, this guy's not... Whatever, it's risky. Got a little stress if he gets it wrong. Okay, we got one. Oh, are you not good at interface? Shit, you're a bit stressed as well. Okay, let's end cycle. No damage so far. We're doing good. We're doing good. Okay, interface. Oh, engineer. 100% positive outcome. $50-50. A little bit of stress from that, unfortunately. Oh, a bit of ice stress. Oh shit. Oh shit, ice. Oh no, 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 no. Okay, we got it. Oh, okay. We got whatever that was, interface. Which none of you guys have, that's fine. Okay. Nice, we got it. Alright, what's next? The sample core, a long and weighty cylinder of cloudy ice, comes out of the borehole cleanly and glows in the sunlight, catching the rays in its frosted interior. What a beaut! Engine rumbles through the comms. Looks drinkable to me. Hell, I'd be happy to slice up and chop a few chunks into a glass of rack. Let's not melt it down for liquid refreshments just yet, Sheriffin chimes in. Likely packed with unpleasant impurities. The question is, are they the kind of impurities the forest mineral can filter out? Let's get it up to the ship, and we can run the analysis on the trip back. Seraphim pauses. And, before you get any ideas about digging around on the asteroid some more, remember, if we break away any of the ice, Malik will likely dock our pay. You start the journey back to the shard, dragging the sample core with you. As you do, you look back down at the asteroid, wondering if it might be the bargaining chip Malik has been looking for. You'll soon know to find it enough. Okay. So, oh, achievement. Extracted the ice core without spoiling the hull. You did it. Okay, if this gets to 4, we're done, okay? Like, I'll do... This is a 50-50. If this gets bad, we're done after this. Okay, this just gives stress for us, okay? That's it. I'm not doing this anymore because she's cooked. Okay. We can leave, but we're gonna just end the cycle here. I think we're okay. We'll go back to the map after this. Okay, because I want to get this. This is guaranteed positive. We got some great dice here. We actually rolled great this run. Okay, nice. A flickering screen catches your eye in the dark of the bunker. A distorted female face, farther refracted by the surrounding ice, stares at you from the terminal with blank white eyes. You move closer, straining to hear her voice, but the recording is silent. Perhaps the terminal's audio output is broken. All you can do is watch the pale face as it contorts through the corruption and noise. It could be explaining some important secret long forgotten, or just recounting a personal anecdote, and it is hard to tell. Circles and curving arcs flash across the face, graphical visualizations of orbits and flight plans. You squint at them, the shapes unknown to you. And then, as soon as it starts, the playback ends, leaving a frozen frame on the screen, a ghost face, circled by orbits. You slot a drive into the terminal and copy what residual data is left, unsure where it might lead you. Once it is done, you shut off the terminal once and for all. As you leave the bunker, the pale face flashes once more in your mind. Those blank eyes, the flat stare, was that a human or something else? You turn the image over in your mind, unsure of its importance. Okay, so we're actually officially fully done here. Look, max and max. So we are good. We didn't break the ice at all. So we're just gonna take the map back. -5 stress during travel. You can now travel back to the hub. Once you leave, you'll not be able to return. Yes, we got everything here, so let's leave. On the journey back from the asteroid, you pored over the test Malik had given you to run, improvising necessary equipment from your mess. Each one produced spools of data, much of which you couldn't parse. Arriving into the vicinity of the far spindle, you broadcast these strings of data to Malik's personal terminal on the spring tide as instructed. Despite all this preparation, you are still surprised when you find Malik standing at the far side of the docking tunnel as you leave the rig. Sleeper, he nods neatly at you. I thought it was better I come down here away from my crew to discuss your findings. And the findings are straight to the point. Clasp his hands. Good. I don't care if he has trust issues, whatever. As expected, the asteroid was indeed rich with water ice. Thankfully, the containments can be dealt with. He speaks matter-of-factly, betraying little emotion. With the data you provided, I should be able to convince the Far Spindle administration of its worth. So we're good? Malik smiles. That remains to be seen. Before I pay payment, I would like to ask, in person, if you saw anything else of consequence. Anything to share with me that might affect my dealing with the Far Spindle. He folds his arm across his chest. I prefer not to have any surprises when what is this? When you go to the water. I mean, there's nothing there that affects the water. Fine job. It seems you sleepers really do deserve your reputation as effective workers. I didn't break the asteroid. It's chillin'. Malik reaches into his pocket and produces a stack of cryo chits, bound carefully with a strip of paper. 250 cryo, as agreed. Yeah, I mean, there's the shaft, but whatever. It doesn't gonna affect the water. You take the chits and quickly tuck them away. With that, our business is concluded, Sleeper. Malik nods lightly. I must speak with the administration to negotiate the release of my ship, and then prepare for immediate departure. Syndicate will be eager for my successful return. Thank you. Malik bows and turns. Should our paths cross again, I will see that it'll be to your benefit. Sleeper. Seraphine catches your attention as you go to leave the ship. Can I have a minute? Yeah, sure. What's up? Seraphine ducks into the maintenance passage and waits for you to follow. In the narrow passage, framed by loose wires and thick conduits, Seraphine looks suddenly small, trapped. He looks at an open circuitry panel as he speaks, avoiding your gaze. You see he's playing with a coin in his hand, nervously spinning it in the air. Since we cleared Hexport, I've been putting feelers out for something. He rubs his hands nervously. I've been in the belt a long time, and I came here alone. But back on Darkside, just before we made a break for it, I heard something. I heard someone was looking for me. He pauses, trying to organize his thoughts. Who's after you? I also heard something else. They said the person looking for me claimed to be my sister. You wait for your reaction. You have a sister? I did. Yeah, or I do. He shakes his head. But I don't even know if it's really her. Just because someone says they're my sister, well, I can't be sure. The thing is, I haven't seen my sister in a long time. I was still a kid when I left. So was she, though I don't think she would have liked to admit it at the time. He smiles to himself. I know you don't remember how it was back in Darkside, I mean, he sighs. But we were alone, you and me. Lane didn't let us out much, just to work, and that was all. So, when I overheard one of his guys mention someone was sniffing around, trying to find me, I didn't know what to think. He frowns. And then, hearing it could have been my sister, he goes quiet. You try to recall a time the cycle spent under Lane's influence, working for him in exchange for stabilizer. You close your eyes, focus, but the details flicker. The image collapse and reform. The images collapse and reform. Has Seraphine told you this before? Was this all part of your plan? Wait, is this why you helped me escape? Yes, he shrugs. It changes things for me. Oh, it changed things for me. I thought that she could be out there. Don't get me wrong, I wanted to get you out there too. He pauses, and you sense he's finding this difficult. I know it doesn't matter now, but I told you about her back then, before. I'm sorry, I don't remember. It's okay, Sleeper, I understand. Since we got away, since Hexport, I've been asking around, speaking to spacers, traders, and like I said, something has finally come up. It seems whoever was trailing me left Darkside pretty soon after Utsubo caught wind of her sniffing around. I doubt they made her feel very welcome, but I managed to get a name. The name she gave, Luz, wasn't my sister's. That doesn't mean much. It gave me something to follow. She bounced around the wash a little. Far spindle, float some, not sure why. He squints at a loose wire. Last thing she did was buck passage to Wellspring on a loaded freighter. That's it. How do you know about this? Mostly ship manifests, import records, a few favors on the quiet. I want to go to the Wellspring Sleeper to know if it's really her, and if it isn't, to settle what needs settling. Okay, I mean, we will go eventually. Let's do it. Thank you, Sleeper. He meets your eyes. I'll admit it has been strange, reminding myself that everything we talked about on the dark side, everything we did, it's lost now, he smiles. I'm glad you see you're still you, whatever that means. I mean, I'm not even sure who I am. Me neither, he smiles. Anyway, better get back to it. Seraphin squeezes past you in the corridor and glides past towards the engine room. Watch him go, wondering if your past together can ever be reclaimed. Your mind wanders to thoughts of Seraphin's sister. For now, you wonder what it's like to have a family, and if you will ever know. New drive available. Oh yeah, so okay, so we actually have a bunch of missions. We need to do this guy's mission. I should restock fuel. Oh, we actually have more fuel space too. Okay, we got money. We got almost 400 bucks now. We're gonna spend a bunch of it to refuel though. Is this it? I think. Yeah, let's fill fuel. It's gonna cost me 40 bucks, but that's fine. Yeah, let's fill up supplies. So there we go. Ooh, Solheim data. Data left behind the corporation that once owned. Ooh, rare components. Okay, engine components. Okay, actually, I didn't even see what we got. I didn't realize we were getting stuff from there, but that makes sense. Okay, let's go to the map. Let's do the hidden wreck then. Okay, he's locked. Yeah, because he has to come with us. Okay, let's go. This is not what you promised, Seraphin turns to Yunjin with a raised eyebrow. Looking out across the field of debris scattered across the small asteroid whose gravity has kept them here, you have to agree. Where do you even start looking? Yunjin shrugs, unfazed. I said the wreck was hidden, transponder off, no flight records. I didn't say it was intact. If it was an easy job, I wouldn't have come with your crew. I could have just grabbed it myself, he winks. We all earn our share. That's definitely more than one wreck. Bliss is leaning towards the window, staring out at the glinting debris. I see at least 3, maybe 4 different engines housings out there. Seraphin sighs. You really think there's something of value to be pulled from all that? I know there is. My tip-off is good. We just need to find the right part. He looks out at the wide field of debris of the right ship. And any clues? What I know is that a wreck with an item of great value is out here. That's it. He unstrapped from his seat. Are you all afraid of some hard work? Is that it? Seraphin starts laughing. So you're telling me we don't know what we're looking for, or where it is, or what it's worth? Trust me or don't. Yunjin shrugs. This will be worth your while. This is a hot tip. Sleeper, please. Seraphin turns to you, exasperated. Suddenly, a percussive beep interrupts the conversation. All of you turn your attention to Seraphin's terminal. What the? Taps a few keys. We got an incoming ship. Their transponder just popped up. See? Yunjin smiles. What did I say? A hot tip. Better claim it before they do. He jabs a finger at it. What have you got us into? Yunjin looks innocent. I've given you a head start on a big haul. Don't waste it. I see a few obvious sights, large bits of debris, clear hull sections. You should focus on those. Bliss unclips from their seat and glides out of the cockpit. See you lucky kids in the airlock. Ready, Cap. Yunjin slaps you on the shoulder and kicks off through the cockpit from Seraphin. I do not like that guy. Seraphin shakes his head. I didn't give him a chance. Seraphin turns back to his terminal. Hey, you're the one who has to go out there with them. Look, Seraphin glances back over his shoulder. Just be careful. You nod and glide through the cockpit door, already trying to map the scattered debris in your mind. Okay. Let's check the locations. Oh shit, what is this? Transponder signal. Seraphim has detected the transponder of incoming ship. Who is on your trail and what do they want? Oh shit, 2 days. Oh no. It's gonna take me more than 2 days to do this. Okay, by the way, what is this place? Press shuttle. A failed escape. Slice the door. The shuttle's airlock won't budge. The fast way through is to cut it, but with the shuttle's thick armor, it's a tough job for skilled hands. Hack the door. A flicker of light suggests that somewhere in the shuttle system still runs. Oh, okay. Some careful hacking, the airlock could be cycled. Shuttle access. Getting to the shuttle will take some work, but you swear you see the blinking lights on a terminal inside. Okay. Hidden asteroid. Clear the wreckage. Rather than search the trash, you can clear it instead. That way you'll know what's left will be of value. At least that's the theory. Search the wreckage. The simplest way to work out what is of value here and what's trash is to search the entire asteroid. It'll be slow but safe. Oh, shit. Scattered wrecks. Dive the debris. Rather than scanning, the direct approach of finding the wreck could be as simple as kicking off the debris field and hunting it down. Analyze the debris. This cloud of shattered ships is hard to piece together. Some careful scanning. Okay, so shit, there's a lot to explore. We're not gonna get this done in 2 days. I can do this for sure. Oh shit, we got stress from that. Okay. Now what's this give? Trap to scrape the terminals. Banks of terminals line the shuttle interior. Perhaps there was something useful hidden on the decaying drives. Okay. This is interface, which is me. Okay, this is me. Like, no one else has interface on this crew. 50-50, what does this do? Neutral. 50-50. We're gonna get stressed if we fail, I assume. Oh, we actually got... Okay, so let's, Okay, so you have... Okay, you can do the intuit. 100%. This is a 25, 50, 25. Oh shit, 2 stress. 1 stress. Bro, this is gonna take me a while. This is gonna take me at least 3 more days to get done, I think. Two ones. Gosh. I rolled like shit. Got 1s and 2s. Yeah, I know. Last one, come on. Okay, we got unstable cipher. Shit, okay, well. Interface under... Okay, let's just work on this one. Intuit, enter. Okay. 50-50. That we just got stressed. I'll do the job, no problem. Shit, you also got stressed, okay. I mean, I'd rather just do this one's risky, not danger. There we go. Well, let's see what they want with this. Because we're out of energy, as I suspected. Well. Eugen, you piece of shit, where are you? The distorted voice rattles through the ship as you are all finishing your breakfast in the mess. Everyone turns to look at Eugen, Seraphim already shaking his head. Vesna, he says under his breath. Shall recall the steel-eyed captain who confronted Eugen and the Geyer back at the far spindle. Open this airlock before I do something I'll regret. As, uh, as her voice echoes through the room, you realize she must be at the rig's entry lock, using the comms panel out there to speak into the ship. Yunjin, he shoots you a resigned look. We should let her in. You kick off towards the door, but Seraphim drifts between you and the exit. Sleeper, are you sure about this? You see he is angry, and he's also looking for you for reassurance. We're just gonna talk. Seraphim nods. Alright, but the moment this starts to go south, he shoots Yunjin a glance. We're booting them both out. Yunjin follows as you glide down to the airlock and hit the control for the interior door. Let me handle her, Yunjin gives a nod. I kind of don't trust them, but I also kind of want to trust them. This is like... Because he doesn't seem to handle it well before, but... I'll say fine, you know what, this is tentative. This is like a fine with like an asterisk. Fine, I'll let you handle it until shit hits the fan. He nods appreciatively and drifts forward between you and the airlock. He watches the airlock cycles, and past Yunjin, you see the silhouette of Vesna through the viewing window as she removes the helmet of her suit. Though he has been playing it cool, you see Yunjin take a deep breath in preparation. I should shoot you right here, Vesna floats through the airlock door, her eyes implants glinting, but I wouldn't want to give the wrong impression. Her metal eyes make impossible to leave. You know what, come on, like, take it easy. Vesna turns her attention to you with a mechanical ease and an implied threat of weapon system changing targets. I'm going to give you the benefit of a doubt and assure you don't know what you've got yourself in the middle of here. She speaks plainly with little emphasis, but if you make a move, we're gonna have some trouble. This slimy shit here, she jerks her chin towards Yunjin. Got these coordinates thanks to my tip-off and was meant to deliver them to me. She smiles and shakes her head. That was the deal. But instead, he thought he'd come and claim the prize for himself. Bring you fools along right line. Yunjin? Tell whatever story you want, Vesna. Until I'm paid, there is no deal. Yunjin smiles. Did you pay me, Vesna? Vesna looks frustrated. You know as well as I do that payment was on the receipt of the coordinates. Well, sorry to say, I won't be able to deliver. Yunjin shrugs. Deal's off. You piece of shit. Vesna's hand goes to her hip. Now, you are a guest on the ship. Seraphim's voice comes from somewhere behind you. Let's all remember that. You turn back to see Seraphim holding a hull bolter at his waist, its wide muzzle trained on Vesna. Vesna lets her hand go loose at her side, abandoning her threat. Of course, she sighs. I thought you might all see the breach of trust in the situation, but I was wrong. Look, I don't want to escalate this. On that, we are agreed. She backs a little towards the airlock. Yunjin. She looks at the freelancer. Don't think I'll back off. My team can find this thing faster than any mongrel crew, she smiles. First, the prize takes it all. I'm gonna just stay silent, honestly. Like, this, I mean, if what she says is true, I'm on her side. Like, if you're hiring a contract to do someone and then they take off with what you're hired them to do, then obviously it's their fault. Oh shit, I just realized the stress broke this die. Uh-oh. Oh, any die that rolls a 1 or less breaks. Oh. Vesna slips back to the airlock and hits the control panel. The doors scissor shut. Yunjin suddenly tumbles forward as something hits him in the side of the head. Idiot. Seraphim stands behind Yunjin, having swung the heavy muzzle of the hull bolter directly to his head. Have you ever put this crew in danger like again? You know what? He's right, honestly. Yunjin catches himself off the wall. It's okay. He wipes a little blood from his forehead. I get it. That was sloppy. Your whole thing is sloppy, Seraphim bristles. This is how you get yourself killed. As much as I'm enjoying this display of aggression and idiocy, Bliss's voice comes from behind you all. We still have a contract to complete. They push past the start suiting up, and now we have competition. We should leave, Seraphim slings the hull bolter on his shoulder. Cut our losses. Now wait, Yunjin wipes the corner of his mouth with the back of his hand. Like, did I miss something? Did he get hit? Oh, shit. Oh, he did. I didn't even react to this. He literally slapped him with the gun. You know what? It honestly deserved. All this, and you're gonna give up on this term? Yunjin's right. Shit, Seraphim's eyes. You're right. Alright. He glides. Yeah, I'm like, we're gonna do the haul, dude. He glides over to the engine and pats on the shoulder. Time for you to prove your worth. I'll be watching. Okay, well... the Limhound. Vesna's hunt. Vesna is determined to find the wreck and claim its prize. If you don't get to it first, it'll be all for nothing. Okay, so should we have 3 days? Really? Yeah, 3 days. Okay. Endure. I'm ready to go, sleeper. Oh shit. Bro, this guy. Fine, I won't use it on you. I'll use the 6 die. I don't really want to use the 6 on it though. Yeah, I'll take a little stress myself, I guess. Got it. Actually, I probably should have done this one. My bad. New location. Okay, good. Gather scrap. Scattered across this asteroid are blasted hull plates and bulkheads. There's good scrap to be found here if you're willing to search. It's Endure, which unfortunately... Okay. 25, 50, 25. Oh my god, this guy's... You can't see him, but he's useless now. You can't use him. Unfortunately, I can't... My Endure is not good. Apparently 50-50. Okay, we got more scrap. Now this is the last place we need to explore. You can't do Infer or aid interface technically. Yeah, shit. You're useless for this. Okay. I don't know if I want to risk 50-50 on you, but you don't really have a choice. And you got it, okay. He's useless, unfortunately. Okay. Maybe it's better to do this one. 100% on the danger, that might be +3, isn't it? 50-50. This goes down no matter what because I don't have the skill, so we'll go down the risk side. Okay. These are fortunately just 50-50s. Okay, we got neutral. Oh shit. Just broke more dice. 2. Okay, you're stressed. Shit, because I don't have your dice. And one of my dice is broken. No, we only have 6 rolls. 5 rolls. Oh no. Shit, this is gonna be tough. Okay. Perfect. Okay, we got it. Last one. Ooh, unlock with cipher. Okay, we got it. Rex outer door sealed and reinforced. The only way in will be with an access cipher. Perhaps just one elsewhere. Yeah, we got it. We got it. Okay. The door's been opened to a dark and dusty interior. Time to head in. Wrecked cargo bay. Oh shit. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh no. I have 3 dice. Oh no, we're gonna lose because I don't have this fuel. The wreckage blocking the cargo bay doors is a mess. Clearing out will be slower than cutting, but safer. Engineer. Okay, slice it open. Just slice it open. Nothing that lies between you and the wreck. Okay, good. 3. Come on, I need another 3 here. We're so close. We're gonna be 1 off. Okay, we're 3 off. God damn it. Okay. Oh, we can't do this here. Action available. Well, we're I don't know, we still have one more, actually, I think. Or maybe not. I think that's it. Yunjin, you slimy shit. How did you do it? The now familiar voice of Vesna echoes through the ship. The crew gathers at the airlock, peering through the viewing window to see Vesna's silhouette just outside. Seraphim puts a hand on the airlock control. This time, let's leave her out there, he winks. Come the glow, Yunjin shouts back, holding a finger on the talk button of the comms panel. Leave us alone already. Stop playing games, Yunjin, Vesna hisses back. I know you took it. We found the ship. The cargo bay was empty. How did you get it without seeing it? Without us seeing? I have no idea what you're talking about. Yunjin looks back. Did we take anything? There's a long pause. Then, all of a sudden, Vesna harsh laughs rattle through the airlocks. It was empty all along, she cackles. We pull a stack of component crates out of the bay, but that was it. You are even stupider than I thought, Yunjin. These coordinates were a bust. She laughs again. Enjoy the trip back. The comms click off, and you see her silhouette disappear from the viewing window. A tense silence descends on the crew. You know what? A tired-looking Bliss chimes in. I'm going back to bed. Wake me up when we reach the far spindle. They glide away towards the bunks. Terrific gives Yunjin an ice-cold look. So, not only did he drag us to this fight, you did it all for nothing? He is fuming. We got beaten to the prize, and there wasn't even a prize to find? Yunjin is frozen for a moment, and you realize this is the first time you've seen him speechless. We're leaving. Enough of this, Seraphim turns to you. In 1 minute, we're out. I'll see you in the cockpit. He glides over, and then we're leaving you and Yunjin by the airlock. Honestly, I have no words. We're just gonna leave. You turn away before anything more can be said and glide towards the cockpit. There is plenty of time for recriminations and arguments on the journey back to the first spindle. For now, you just want to get out of here. Contract failed. Wah, wah. Because 2 of my dice broke and this guy got stressed out. And we have no supplies. Okay, well, we're done here. We can't do shit, so let's leave. Well, that sucked. We failed. Yunjin has spent the journey back to the far spindle avoiding Seraphim as best as he can. It might be that he is afraid, but you get the feeling it's more likely that he has been making himself scarce out of a genuine sense of regret. Seraphim, however, doesn't see his behavior so favorably. Slimy shit won't even show his face, Seraphim complains loudly as he finally finalizes docking. Put us in a spacer cruise, sights with no care for anyone but himself. Stay silent. I mean, I kind of agree with all that, but I don't know. I just wish he, I don't know. I really don't know what I'm looking for. I was like, I kind of wish he'd explain, because he seemed like gamble, but he was surprised there was nothing. We did lose. By the way, because again, 2 of my dice were broken. It was an engineer one at the end. I could have done it easily. That was a low roll too, to be fair. You hear the rustle of movement behind your head and turn to see Yunjin in the cockpit's doorway. A rare, serious expression on his face. I owe an explanation. His voice is low and steady. Believe it or not, this was not my plan. Yeah, please, honestly, you needed us an explanation like 10 days ago, buddy. Yeah, your plan was to find the loot in that rack and split it, wasn't it, big man? Seraphim glares at Yunjin. No, Yunjin gives a tired look. It wasn't. Hear him out, Seraphim. Bliss cuts in from the back of the cockpit. Vesna has been searching for a ship. Yunjin looks over your heads at the far spindle. An infamous ship. It seemed like she already had a ship. Seraphim interrupts. That was part of the problem, not a rig. Yunjin looks down towards him. A fractured drive ship. An interstellar ship. That seemed to shut Seraphim up, and you don't blame him. An interstellar ship here in the belt? That's tech from the core system. No way. Yunjin sighs. I get that you don't trust me, but I'm not lying. I shouldn't even be telling you now. Yunjin frowns. Word gets out that there's a factory fresh fraction ship somewhere in the belt. People kill for less. He shakes his head. Gangs kill for much less. You're telling me there's a fraction ship that no one has ever found that's been sitting here since when? Seraphim shakes his head. Since the collapse? Believe it or not, that's exactly it. Yunjin looks at you. Vesna put me on the trail. She wanted me to find its location for her payment. He looks away. An old debt. At this moment, I found the data that verified its existence, that confirmed the ship was out there. I couldn't give it to her. And that's when you found me. You wanted it for yourself. Who wouldn't? Yunjin lets out a weak laugh. I take it out of the belt. Freedom. But it's not only that, Yunjin pulled his arm. You may have met Vesna, but you don't know her. Yunjin meets your eye. She's one of the last people in the belt who should have a ship like that. Well, no one has the ship now, and if it even exists, need I remind you that it wasn't there? Seraphim shrugs. Your data was a bust. No, Yunjin shakes his head. It was there, once. Those wrecks, those were the ships that fought over the fraction ship. A bunch of Solheim corporates who wanted to get out of the system when it all came down, and that ship was their ticket. The Aphelion path, Yunjin looks out of the far spindle. It was there, and someone moved it, hit it, long before we got there. I mean, this kind of sounds like a fantasy. Yunjin nods. I believe in this fantasy, Sleeper. Yunjin inhales long and deep. I am sorry, Sleeper. He looks at Bliss and Seraphim, and to both of you as well. I wanted to keep the secret. I wanted to find the Aphelion belt, and I knew that if I did, you would understand. Still, I was wrong to manipulate you. He bows his head. But I'm not done. He raises his head, his gaze hard now. I will find the ship, and I will leave the belt. How will you do that? Seraphim shoots him a sly look. No ship of your own, and that's not at your back. Yunjin ignores him and moves closer to you. Uh-oh. Sleeper, I will hold our deal. I'll serve your crew, and when I have news of the Aphelion, you'll know. How can I trust you? Only you can answer that, Sleeper. Yunjin sighs. I would give you my word if it was worth anything. Seraphim looks at you. I know. I always say that, but this time you have to listen, Sleeper. Seraphim gestures to Yunjin. This guy's no good. I've known his type. Don't bring him. This can be your escape too, Sleeper. Yunjin meets your eyes. Do I trust this guy? This guy didn't really, help me much, I'm gonna be honest with you. But I also failed the mission. But also, part of that's because this guy, his stupid dice broke. He kept failing his checks. The chance to get out of the galaxy, away from the war, might be a good idea. I still want to kind of see all the endings too, so we're gonna keep them. Seraphim sighs, getting up from his seat. You've got a lot to prove. He passes close to Yunjin as he leaves. You better get on with it. Yunjin meets his eye, but says nothing. When Seraphim is gone, he looks at you and nods. Thank you. He turns and leaves too. Quite the ragtag group we have here. Bliss nudges past you. I know you understand what a second chance means for you, Sleeper. They smile, but I'm glad to see you understand that others need the same. They slip out before you can respond. You stare out of the cockpit at the lights of the far spindle. You hope Yunjin understands his mistake, and you hope even harder that Vesna doesn't hold a grudge, even though you know for a fact that she does. You sigh. The bunks are going to need expanding at this rate. Recruited Yunjin to your crew, the freelancer. Yeah, we got okay, let's pay the restock. Thought I refilled before I left the last time. I guess it was there for a long time. So we are starving. Let's go here. I want the rig, right? Yeah. Dice repair. I had to repair two dice. Okay. We can sell this as well. Or process it. We got one process scrap and two cryo, or some cryo, okay. Oh, there we go, there's some more process scrap. Cut and wrap scrap plating, ready for the exchange. Sure. This gives us good work. Neutral. But we do have to go buy food. So we really... Okay. Let's end the cycle. Yeah, with that, I'm actually going to in that part here, because I believe we've explored everywhere in this area for now. We'll come back once we have finished some of these side quests, but we're gonna do this next. We're gonna go to the flotsam. I've decided. Then we will go to Wellspring. That will be the plan. So we're gonna go to the belt map. We're gonna go here next, and then we'll go here. Yeah, that's the plan. And we'll go up here, back here, back here, back here. And then we need to go to the scatter yards, but we can't pass this yet. So this one will take us a while to do, but we need to go to the Wellspring first. We could also potentially go up this way from the Helium Gate. I'm not too sure. But yeah, Wellspring. Where's Wellspring? I thought a hollow. Okay, oh, Wellspring's actually up here. Sorry. We're gonna have to go up here, and then down here, up here, up here. Or we go here to here, or we go here down to here. We're gonna go here next. That's the plan for the next episode. Flotsam was an interesting place. We got a bunch of new materials. As you can see, we got some Solheim data, got process scrap, it was raw, engine components, rare components, and scrap components. And we have our basic resources, which is cryo, fuel, and supplies. So yeah, we also have 2 upgrade points, but I'm gonna save so I can upgrade one of these, because getting the +1 is like really helpful. So yeah, let me know what your guys' thoughts are on this game so far. I think this area was fine. We got new people on the crew. We actually have 2 new people. Bliss, which I think that was more of a given that we were gonna get Bliss. Met Cadet, which is currently my favorite character of the game so far. She seems cool. And then we have Yunjin, which I don't know what would have happened if we actually succeeded the contract. Like if we would have actually found something, I'm not sure. Because she says there was nothing there. So maybe it was nothing there. I don't know. But yeah. I would be kind of interested to see how the perspective of him would have changed if we succeeded. We didn't, and obviously that is what it is. And you can play the game yourself or watch another playthrough of the game if you want to see what the opposite result is. But yeah, anyways, come long enough. Let me know what you guys thoughts of again this area that we're in, the map of again. And we're in what is this? Oh, of the spindle. Isn't it called the spindle? Let me know what thoughts. I guess it's the spindle. I'm sure it's the Spindle Trade Hall. Scrapper Ship, Spindle's Edge, Nimbus Kitchen. Yeah, let me know what your thoughts on the spindle. Anyways, I'm kind of rambling now. And I hope to see you at the next episode.